Hi, I'm Jenny Jewell, retired emergency dispatcher. Welcome to Call Autopsy, where we listen to a 911 call and I help you break it down. This one comes from Arundel County in Maryland, and it's from 2014. And it was a couple that was changing their tire and then struck by a car who drove away. The person who's calling in is their daughter. Let's go ahead and give this a listen. And it's absolutely an infuriating call, and we'll go over that after we're done listening to it.
I need you on the exact address of the emergency.
Hello.
Hello?
All right, this was transferred in about 295. I don't know where.
295 and where?
I'm not sure where.
Can y'all please hurry up?
Ma'am, stop yelling. I need a location.
We on 295. Jules, where are we?
Okay, 295. That's good. We're located now on a highway. Now, that's a pretty long road.
We're on the side of the highway. We the only car pulled over.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know. They was fixing the tire. Somebody drove by and hit them, and they didn't stop. They just kept going.
Somebody hit them and they just kept going.
Yes, they both are laying on the ground. We need y'all help now.
Okay, a person struck by a vehicle?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so a car was driving down the road and struck two people.
Yes, they did. They didn't stop. They just kept going.
Okay, and are they breathing?
Yes, I think so. Can y'all hurry up, please?
Ma'am, listen, let's stop worrying about hurrying up and get there. We're already on our way. I need to find a better location.
Yes, I don't know. That's all I can say. Jules, we on 295, all right? Yes, we're on 295. We over the side of the, 2 PS.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, GPS where we are.
I don't need the GPS. I was just finding out some information.
Yes, we just pulled over. We the only car pulled over on the road.
All right.
No touching. Wait.
All right. And are you north or south?
Are we north or south, Jules? Jules, are we north or south, Jules? North.
Okay, we're already en route. Are these people breathing?
Yes, they are.
What is your name?
Johnny Williams.
All right. Are they conscious right now?
Yes, one of them. No.
One of them is conscious. So two people were struck?
Yes, they both landed. They just landed.
Okay, let's stop whining. Okay, let's stop whining. It's hard to understand you. Two people were struck, correct?
Yes.
And they are breathing.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of injuries do they have?
I'm not sure. The one that's talking on her hip. I don't know. My father did not say anything.
So they're awake?
Yeah. No, only one of them. Only one.
Okay. One's awake, one's not awake.
Yeah, right now, yes.
Okay. Are they both breathing?
Huh? I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
they are. Yeah, for right now, yes.
Okay. Are they out in the middle of the road, or are they on the side of the road?
Now, when they hit them, they both flew to the side.
Okay. Can you walk up to these people and kind of find out some information for me?
Yeah, I was right here the whole time. What do you need to know?
Okay. I don't need to know what exactly happened. I need to find... Ma'am, I need you to walk up to these people, and I need you to look and tell me what's going on with these people.
One of them they just laying on each other. When my father's laying on her, and they just laying here. They're just laying here. It's nothing. They just laying here.
Is there someone else there I can talk to, because it's so hard?
It's only my little brother. I'm talking better than him right now.
Okay, well, one person is conscious, correct?
Yes.
And one person is unconscious.
Yeah, they already on their way. He just want.
Okay, ma'am, please stop yelling. Stop yelling, please.
No.
Let's stop yelling. You said somebody is laying on top of them?
Not all the way on top, but he's leaning on her.
Okay, why?
I don't know. That's how he feel if she can't move because it's her hip.
So who's laying on top of the woman?
My father.
Why is he laying on top of her?
He's not laying on top of her. He's just leaning on her.
Why is he leaning on her?
He can't move. He's unconscious. I don't know what. I don't know.
Okay, so the people that...
Jules.
Ma'am.
Yes.
The person that's laying on top or leaning up against her was part of the person that was hit.
Yes, it was both of them got hit. Both of them.
Okay. Police, go ahead with your questions.
Ma'am, did you see what kind of vehicle struck them?
No, I didn't see it. It's dark out here. I was sitting in the car. They was outside sitting in the car. I just heard it. He did not stop, slow down, anything.
Well, I don't know if your blood's boiling, but I know mine is. All right, let's go ahead. And second verse, same as the first, I guess. Let's go ahead and start this over.
I need you on the exact address of the emergency.
So we have a problem from the beginning here. So he's very, very quiet, which tells me when he's answering this transferred in call, that his headphone microphone was turned up, meaning it was flipped up. So was he eating? Was he drinking a coffee? What the hell was he doing with his microphone up? Going to the bathroom, coming back? Does it frickin' matter? No. When you come back, before you key live, put your microphone down. Don't be a dweeb and then get mad at other people for you being a dweeb.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, this is trans.
And then, hello. Oh my God. So just because they didn't hear your answer up. So he did the answer up. Even I can't hear it because his microphone was flipped up. But it was supposed to be Arundel County. You know, what is your whatever? You know, I again couldn't hear it because again, microphone was up. All right, and so we have the person who's the daughter of the people that were hit, panicking in the background. This is a transfer in with police, right? So police is trying to do a mutual. So they got the call first. They're trying to do a mutual with medical, and this is the response they get. No surprise that this got attention.
95, I don't know where.
295 and where?
I'm not sure where.
Can y'all please hurry up?
Ma'am, stop yelling.
All right, so she has. Okay, I gotta. All right, so let's address this. She's already been on the phone with the police department getting a response, right? So there is a response coming. The police are on the phone getting the same information. So the police call receiver dispatcher did not hang up. This is an in-progress call. They're trying to get mutual going and get more information, right? Which is exactly what they should be doing. The PD, call receiver dispatcher, aces, perfect. But this medical guy, I'm not too happy with, for obvious reasons. Let's keep going.
I need a location.
So don't yell at your potential patients. So this person is the daughter of the two people that were struck by a car while changing a tire alongside of the road. This is potentially a third patient, and he's yelling at her when she's just seen her parents get struck and her father is dying. This is what he's doing.
295, Jules, where are we?
Okay, 295. That's good. We're located now on a highway. Now, that's a pretty long road.
We're on the side of the highway. We the only car pulled over.
Which is great. That's great information. And again, I'm with him on the fact that it's, it'd be a long road. So getting something specific. So here's where an even better. What do you see from where you are? So if you ask them, if they don't know where they are, do you see any signs? Do you see any buildings? Do you see anything to help tell us where you are on the highway? You're going to get kids call in. They're not navigators. They don't know where the hell they are. It's just, this sudden thing happened.
Okay, what's going on?
I don't know.
So that's his attempt at an empathy tone, by the way. So he did the low to high for the question with an attempt at an empathy tone. That's a very short-lived thing.
They was fixing the tire. Somebody drove by and hit them, and they didn't stop. They just kept going.
So we didn't get really aware because he didn't ask the right questions to help get aware. They have a general where. We just got a what. And the what is parents struck car and they drove away. They left. She straight out says this. And then, so we are 42 seconds in. We don't have a real where, or at least something to pinpoint the where. We were given a flat out clear statement of the what. We don't know who.
Somebody hit them and they just kept going.
Yes, they both on radio.
This tells me he heard her.
Ground, we need y'all help now.
Okay, a person struck by a
All right, don't revisit. So we are 49 seconds in. We should have enough to dispatch. At this point, we should have the golden three, the where, the what, the who. So we technically do right now, but it's almost 50 seconds in. We have a very general where, very specific what that he's just somehow not wrapping his head around, and a who. Because she said it. She said who they were when he asked what happened. And she just straight out told the whole story. But there's no active listening here at all.
vehicle.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so a car was driving down the road and struck two people.
Yes, they did.
All right, now he's revisited this twice. So he got the main information, and then he has revisited twice. We are now a minute in and should have enough to actually have them rolling for a dispatch. And then getting into additional details. Let's, we don't have a who because he wasn't paying attention with who these people are, even though she straight out told him.
They didn't stop. They just kept going.
Okay, and are they breathing?
Yes, I think so. Can y'all hurry up, please?
Man,
So that tells me, oh gosh, let me back up a little bit because I'm starting to get mad again. So it tells me when he's asking that question that he's in the additional details. So he should be in additional details for vehicle versus pedestrian type of accident. So I'm not sure with the questioning that he's there.
Yes, I think so. Can y'all hurry up, please?
ma'am, listen, let's stop worrying about hurrying up and get there. We're already on our way. I need to find a better location.
So, so now we're going back to revisiting location again after him yelling at the daughter of the father who's on the side of the road dying and the mom who's very, very injured. There is no reason to raise your voice at your caller. That's your job, is to do the opposite. Your job is to control the call, bring the call in, use help, bring them to that middle, bring them down, bring them to where you need them. That's your job. Your job isn't to chase that voice up the line and escalate. Your job is to get control of the call, get the information, and get help out there. That's it. He's acting like it's a personal attack.
Yes, I don't know. That's all I can say. Dude, be on 295, all right? Yes, on 295. We over the side of the, huh?
Fantastic. So we have a mile marker. This kid is keeping it together in ways I'm not sure I would have at that age. You know, again, being a teenager and crap. If I saw my parents hit by a car, I'm not sure I would be able to give that much information or be that calm. I don't know what he's talking about. She's actually really calm for what's going on.
GPS?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, GPS where we are.
I don't need the GPS. I was just finding out some information.
Yes, we just pulled over. We the only car pulled over on the road.
Okay, which is also helpful. You know, and then he's just not using the word help, which will get through. If somebody's panicking, use the word help. Help me to help you. I want to help them. Phrases like that will help you to help them come down. Get control of the call.
All right.
No patching. Wait.
All right. And are you north or south?
Are we north or south, Jude? Jude, are we north or south, Jude? North.
Okay, we're already en route. Are the
If you're the daughter, my heart goes out to you. But if you do want to respond and say if this is what you were doing, it would be the one thing that I would expect someone of that generation to do is to go to their phone and see if they can find, when he's saying the GPS, I don't need the GPS. I need to know where you're at. Oh my freaking God. She's trying to help you with her tools to help them. And it's just infuriating how this call is going.
these people breathing?
Yes, they are.
What is your name?
Johnny Williams.
All right.
And that's, if it's Johnny's Williams, that's a beautiful name too. So
Are they conscious right now?
Yes, one of them. No.
One of them is conscious. So 2 people were struck.
Yes, they both landed. They just landed.
Okay, let's stop whining, okay?
okay. So this is the sound. By the way, you're listening to a career-ending call for this guy. Yay! Let's hear it for his career ending because he didn't belong on the phones, man. You cannot have this disposition of personality or mental mind frame and work the phones. Absolutely not. So I'm glad they reassigned him, big air quotes.
Okay, let's stop whining. It's hard to understand you. 2 people were struck, correct?
Yes.
And they
Her
are
parents.
breathing.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of injuries do they have?
I'm not sure the one is
So he's trying empathy tones. He sucks at it. Just putting that out there.
talking on her hip. I don't know. My father's not saying anything.
So they're awake?
Yeah. No, only one of them. Only one.
Okay. One's awake, one's not awake.
Yeah, right now, yes.
Okay. Are they both breathing?
Huh? I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
they are, yeah, for right now, yes.
Okay. Are they out in the middle of the road or are they on the side of the road?
Now, when they hit them, they both flew to the side.
Okay.
All right. So this is where a whole lot of questions weren't asked. So there's a lot of times that he brushes her off when she's trying to give him information that would actually be helpful. But just because she is not playing puppet to everything he's asking, even though she is answering all the questions, but he's behaving like she's not, and it's just driving me crazy.
Can you walk up to these people and kind of find out some information for me?
Yeah, I saw right here. I was right here the whole time. What do you need to know?
All right. So we're 3 minutes in. We don't have anything for the ABCs. For airway, access, breathing, and circulation. We don't know the ABCs. That's the old ABCs are for the old people, but we're listening to them try to go through the CAD for this and just sucking at it, man.
Okay. I don't need to know what exactly happened. I need to find...
Yes, you do. That's why I needed a minute to do this. Mechanism of injury will always help with how much damage is done, right? I think that if this person was going to pursue a career at all, maybe a county police dispatcher? No, even counties wouldn't take them. Well, maybe they would. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what he ended up doing. Don't really care.
Ma'am, I need you to walk up to these people and I need you to look and tell me what's going on with these people.
With these people, okay? Gosh, these people are her parents, and she told you that. Ooh, already. Anyway.
Just laying on each other. When my father's laying on her, and they just laying here. They're just laying here. It's nothing. They just laying here.
Is there someone else there I can talk to because it's so hard?
It's only my little brother. I'm talking better than him right now.
If it's so bad that you're asking for somebody else to talk to, when you have one of the people that are there that was there when it happened, and you're asking for somebody else, it means you can't do your freaking job. um, oh, this makes me so mad. So, for him to do his job, he's on the call with like the best witness to ever be on the phone with the car accident, because she's not technically a patient. She was physically there. She's also a family member, can give you family member information. I'm glad they didn't let him keep doing this.
Okay, well, one person is conscious, correct?
Yes, yes.
And one person is unconscious.
Yes, how they already on their way? He just want
Okay,
information.
ma'am, please stop yelling. Stop yelling, please.
And please stop yelling, please, is my reaction to this call receiver. Now, the people calling you can yell all they want to. They're having probably the worst day of their lives, right? So they're going to yell. You don't yell. You don't chase them up the line. You bring them down and calm them to get the information. That is the job. Anyway.
No.
But stop yelling. You said somebody is laying on top of them?
Not all the way on top, but he's leaning on her.
Okay, why?
I don't know. This how you feeling?
Because he's a victim. Person leaning on the other person is a victim. Why else would they be leaning? It's because they're not conscious.
She can't move because her hip. It's her hip.
So who's laying on top of the woman?
My father.
Why is he laying on top of her?
Because he was hit by a car. Yeah, this is infuriating. All right, so...
He's not laying on top of her. He's just leaning on her.
Why is he leaning on her?
So right now, not only do we have a crappy call, he's completely thrown away all the CAD by not following the CAD. He's just going off on some happy trail to who knows where.
He can't move. He's unconscious. I don't know what. I don't know.
Okay, so the people that... Ma'am.
Yes.
The person that's laying on top or leaning up against her was part of the person that was hit.
Yes, it was both. Both of them got hit. Both of them.
Okay. Police, go ahead with your questions.
So we are a mind-numbingly frustrating point at 4 minutes 33 seconds in this call. And keep in mind, PD has been listening this entire time. I would not be surprised if it is not the PD dispatcher that called it in. That you're going to want to look at this guy, because she's listening to the whole damn thing. The information that they needed at the beginning, he doesn't get till 4 minutes 33 in. It's a zero call control. And and yeah, the dad died. If there was a quicker, again, sometimes time on the phone does not equal time on the radio for dispatch and will not affect a response time. I don't know if this affected a response time, but it sure as hell was frustrating for me. If you want to know exactly how not to control a call, this is it. This is classroom textbook how absolutely to not control a call. Do you know who was in control of themselves? The teenager calling in about their parents being hit by a car and the person driving away. Anyway, let's keep going.
Ma'am, did you see what kind of vehicle struck them?
No, I didn't see.
This is what a professional sounds like. So when we hear the PD dispatcher kick back in, this entire time they were taking notes of the little bits of information they were able to get from the EMS call, because they are still in the progress of dispatching. They're still trying to get people rolled out, and that's what a pro sounds like.
It is dark out here. I was sitting in the car. They was outside sitting in the car. I just heard it. He did not stop, slow down, anything.
There you go. That's the whole thing. Seconds worth of time. If he had asked the right questions, been professional from the beginning, had call control, this call on his side would have been maybe about a minute and a half. So my even betters on this, because again, I have absolutely nothing good to say about this guy. You know, use your tools to get call control. So bringing your voice down, not quiet, but just not excited. So people ask, why do dispatchers sound bored? Or why do they almost sound bored? That's why. So we have to live in that spot to bring people down. It's a tone that you bring in. And I will tell you, my kids knew they were in trouble when the dispatcher voice came out, because it means I am not messing around. It means business. Secondly, another good tool, not repetitive persistence with a person panicking. So that would be on the wayside unless you need to. But if a person's panicking, if you're asking a question and there's zero response, then yes, you would want to use repetitive persistence in a nice, calm way to let them know, and even throw in the word help. Help is your biggest, best tool in the whole toolbox. Not joshing, not kidding at all. Use it in your everyday life, and you'll see people respond to help. So let me help you to help them. I'm here to help you. What's going on? Things like that, you know, in that tone. Let them come to you, bring them in, and get that information. Because a person who you have call control over, that you can calm down and get them to respond, you'll get more information out of a lot faster. And time matters. There's another call that was sent to me that we'll be doing that's even worse than this one. So I was actually asked to do it as a reaction. We'll see. I might do my first react video with that call. So I haven't heard it yet, but it was sent to me by a previous cohort that thought I might be interested in it. So with that, guys, what a ride. Don't be this guy. Please take care. Stay safe. Don't be naughty. And if you're the daughter, I hope you're having a good life and a better life. And I hope your mom is okay. And I'm sorry about your father. Till next time.
County 911 dispatcher has been disciplined for telling a traumatized teenage girl to, quote, stop whining.
Yeah, that girl called to get help for her father, who died, and his fiancée after they were both run down Sunday night by a driver while changing a flat on the side of the BW Parkway. 11 News reporter Kate Amara is live in the newsroom with more on this emergency exchange. Kate.
And Donna and Sam, before we play you this recording, keep in mind that Anne Arundel County officials say this is not acceptable, it is not appropriate, and they know the public feels the same way.
Ma'am, please stop yelling. Stop yelling, please.
That 911 dispatcher won't be taking any more emergency calls for a while. He's been disciplined for the way he talked to a traumatized teenager, a girl who just watched her father and his fiancée get hit by a car on 295 North, and who was now watching her dad lay dying on the side of the road.
So 2 people were struck?
Yeah, they both landed. They just landed.
Okay, let's stop whining, okay? Let's stop whining. It's hard to understand you.
Anne Arundel County fire officials are investigating.
We think the dispatcher, in his effort to try to ascertain information from the caller, used a poor choice of words.
A poor choice, which Captain Russ Davies says got the operator pulled off the phones.
As a result of this dispatcher has been moved to a position within the department where he will not have contact with the public.
First responders did eventually get to that crash on the Baltimore-Washington Parkway near 198 by tracking the teen's cell phone. What they have yet to find, the car and its hit-and-run driver that killed the girl's father.
My father's laying on her, and they just laying here. They're just laying here. It's nothing. They just laying here.
Is there someone else there I can talk to? Because it's so hard.
It's only my little brother. I'm talking better than him right now.
Captain Davies wants to be quite clear. While the dispatcher handled that call improperly, his performance did not impact the turnout time of the units or the response time to the emergency. Live in the studio tonight, I'm Kate Amara, WBAL PV11 News.
All right, Kate, thank you.